So today it's going to be dealing with body sculpting and basically sculpting your guitar itself. Personalizing it is the better way to accomplish it. Most of the sculpting is going to be done with hand tools. We use a little bit of power tools to help us, but for the most part, things like rasps and Sureform tools work the best. These really allow you to pull off a lot of material quickly, much more so than sanding equipment that you do by hand, meaning palm sanders or hand sanders. In both cases, you're going to be using all these pieces of equipment. We have to share them as part of our class. Now, some of the sculpting that you may want to consider, and you want to take a look at guitars, you want to go out to the guitar shops to have an idea before you actually do all this. And hopefully you've done some research on this and you know what you're looking for. Safety first. Everybody wears safety glasses in the lab, no questions, no options. You have to have those on. If you feel that we need hearing protection, we've got those. We also have some dust masks, just in case if you're allergic to certain dusts or wood. You may want to have a dust mask also. So safety first, as always. So Sureform tools, you can even use like Parmesan cheese graters, because Parmesan cheese graters basically take really hard cheese, Parmesan, and you grate it. And it looks very much like a Sureform tool. Now the way the Sureform tools work, so here we have a body that we're going to be doing some sculpting to. But one of the things that most guitar players want is a belly cut. This basically fits up under your ribs, makes it a little bit more comfortable for you to play, especially sitting down. The other type of cut that it's typically done is an arm rest. And so if you were to do an arm rest, it's usually a linear cut across the body. And so what you do is draw it in. You don't want to go flying blind on these. You want to get an idea of what you're looking for and how deep you want to go with the cut. For a contour, a belly cut, you want to look at the contour of the guitar and use that as a guide. So we'll come off the back wing, continue that same angle, and then make a belly cut, and then sculpt it in or blend it in to the front of the guitar. Again, you want to draw this in and think about it before you get started. Having some guitars around the lab, that's important. Take a look at some of the guitars we have and what other people have done. But those are the sculpting items that we're going to be doing on this particular body. So when we sculpt, I could sit here and hand sand for several hours to get this, or I can use a Sureform tool. And the Sureform tool allows me to really bear down, scrape the wood away. We also have chisels. Sharp chisels work as well as Sureform tools. If you need to, we can grind the chisel to make it sharp, because they do go dull after a while, especially with hardwood. But again, using the tool properly is important. It's a two-handed tool. It's not a one-handed tool. There's a hand rest on the front, hand rest on the back, and basically you're gliding it over. Need one more clamp. You're gliding it over the wood. When you do sculpting, angle is important. The angle of attack of the tool is important. If you want to light sculpt, meaning you don't want to dig very much, keep it a low angle. You want to take away a lot of wood, increase the angle of attack onto the wood. And it's your design. There's no wrong answers. Okay? It is totally your design. So with this particular design, you'll notice that when you use short-form tools or rasps, it's going to be very, very rough. At this point, what we would do is we would use a bladder sander. A bladder sander is a tool that's filled with air and allows us to sculpt, but provide a smoothing component to it. So I've roughed it in, gotten most of the material whittled away, more or less, and then we'll use a bladder sander to go ahead and smooth out that particular sculpting. Bladder sanders. Bladder sanders on a drill rotate in either direction, obviously if you have a reversible drill. If you work against the rotation of the bladder sander, meaning if it's rotating forward, I pull back, I will get more of a cut than if it's rotating forward and moving forward. So you always want to move back. Now, work in a safe environment. Again, plant your feet, make sure that you're stable. With using the Sureform tool first, it's now smoothed out and we're finished with our armrest. Doesn't take long. Again, using most of the forming through that Sureform tool accomplishes the task.
Does it make a difference if you use a continuous stroke backward, then lift up and do it, or can you do it both ways?
Yeah, if you lift, the big thing is that you want to keep it moving, so if you hold it in one spot, it's going to make a divot.
No, I'm saying.
Oh, so if I go like this, makes no difference. As long as I don't hold it in one spot, so it'll dig in. If I don't hold it in one spot, we're good to go. But again, remember the angle of attack. I want to keep a consistent angle. All the way across the guitar body, so that way I get a smooth contoured curve. And again, you work to your lines. Use your lines as your guide. We're about where we need to be from where we started when we put our lines in.